Fly Affair Nation, Fly Affair Nation, Fly Affair Nation.
It's not just for you, you selfish. It's for everyone around you.
We ready. We ready for ya. Did you know it was coming when you did that?
I do it.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Be Selfish Podcast. I'm Sharrell.
I'm Lily.
Lily, how you feeling? How you doing?
It's
We like to do our check-ins, y'all, because
yes, check-ins with your friends are important.
yeah, because it's a whole week that goes by or whatever. And yes, we talk, if not every day, every other day, but it's like, how you feeling? What's been going on?
Good. It's the end of the year. I'm feeling good. It's the end of the year.
Okay.
You know, it's the end of the year. It came by fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. It came by fast for you too?
Girl, hella fast. I'm feeling I feel good now. I think because we're in our space, like doing our thing. We're back on the big red couch. Praise God. We working. But the last few days I've definitely been feeling low. And low in the sense of, I don't know if it's the radiations from the phone or, you know, me not cooking my own food. Because, you know, energy is everywhere. Okay. So it's like, I don't know, but I've been feeling a lot like really sleepy or, you know, having headaches, and it could be a lot of things, but I've been feeling like I don't want to listen to music. I don't want to be on social media. I just want to be in complete silence. So, but I feel good now.
Yeah. I've been feeling very eager.
So you're like in expectancy, like waiting on something.
Yeah, not expectancy, but waiting on basically myself.
Ooh.
I'm eager to show myself. I'm eager to, you know, I've been put in places, doing what I gotta do. Now, next 2023, like, I'm ready for 2023. Let's go.
Oh, no bullshit.
No bullshit.
I love that.
Let's do it.
I love that for us. I'm excited for 2023.
Yeah.
So if y'all notice, we are celebrating the new year. Hold on, where's our little thingy?
Y'all ready for this?
She gets one time to do this. Go ahead.
I thought we said 3.
That was her third, basically.
Oh, okay.
So this episode, we are definitely going to be reflecting, recapping all the things of 2022.
Yes.
The things that we are manifesting for 2023.
Yes. And the things that we're leaving in 2022.
Yeah, we
burning
are
it.
burning
Literally.
the things that we no longer want nor serves us for 2020 that served us in 2022. So
we learned, we got our lessons from it, but we don't need no more.
Yeah.
We done. We got it.
Yeah.
2023, we coming. What's up?
are coming. There's so many things that we are looking forward to, and I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm so grateful and thankful. Shout out to Mr. Producer, always having our back.
They is it.
Making sure that we look great. Thank you to all the supporters for always like showing us love. Like the love is real, you know? The love is really
How y'all
real.
feel? Sorry to cut your wisdom, but how y'all feel about y'all first 2 guests? Y'all got 2 guests, 2 powerful ones at that. You know what I mean? Isaiah.
The podcast been blessed, y'all.
Blessed.
Yes, the podcast has
Literally
been blessed. So we had Isaiah Ababalao, who, like, oh my God, he blessed us so much.
Wisdom for real.
Yeah, he really dropped a lot of wisdom. We thank you, Isaiah, for being our first guest
in 2022.
In 2022.
2023. Hold up.
We also had the real OG Shabazz. Like,
Yes, sir.
thank you for coming on
And dropping all those gems. I
Oh
think
my
he spoke
gosh.
to each and every one of us that day without even knowing.
Like, he said things before we even asked him things. So I was like, this was perfect. So thank you, friend. Like, that was amazing.
You, Shabazz.
And then I'm looking forward to all the people that we will have on this show. Like, this shit is
We
dope.
ain't gonna say it though.
We got a whole
We ain't gonna say
podcast.
it.
Like, What?
All right, so
We're
let's get into it,
growing.
man. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
So what was your, well, let's say, I know 2022 has been a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah, for sure.
what would you say? What is a start? Like, let's say the beginning of the year moments. Let's like
Ooh.
break it down.
So a few things. This year I moved into my new place after 4 years of living with family, and just like it felt like being in the wilderness, the trenches.
Oh.
Like it was like humble beginnings.
But you lived by yourself before.
Of course, like since I was young, but
Mhm.
there was a gap in my adult life where I needed family. I needed that
Yeah.
help. So thank God that they were there for me. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real ones. Yeah, so I moved into my own place top of the year. So I'm so grateful for that. God
That
is
was
so
that
good.
feeling, because I remember moving into my place, but that was
Yeah.
last
I mean,
year.
it's like I'm not new to it, but it
Mhm.
feels I feel more grateful and thankful. Imagine 4 years living with other people, not having your own space. You can't walk around butt booty naked. It just it's different. So I feel great. I'm still getting my place situated. Yeah, so I feel so grateful, so thankful. There's a few things that happen.
Tell
I
me.
started doing my hosting opportunities,
Ooh.
like getting booked for, events and
Events such as weddings.
weddings. Well, this one was
galas.
yeah. I'm doing like interviews. I started like collaborating with a lot of people.
Like, getting out
Collaboration
there.
is key, y'all. The power of networking and collaborating with other people is extremely powerful, and I think that we don't honor that enough. Like we really should.
It's true.
For sure. So I started doing a lot of interviews, hosting opportunities, engagements. I feel like I reinvented myself this year.
2022 was that year?
Yeah, because people talk about like reinventing themselves, right? And I used to always think like, what does that mean to reinvent yourself? But us starting the podcast,
That was later.
that's later on in the year, but that's like the big reinvention, right?
Oh,
So
wow. So you feel like it was like a build up to it?
it was a build up. I feel like that was the bow, like
Mhm.
literally the bow on the AMG Benz that I want, that I'm calling
We're
for.
gonna manifest.
That we're gonna manifest. But I went on my family trip to the Bahamas. I haven't seen my dad in like several years, so that was huge.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful trip. My sister graduated college, so
But you said that, I know we had a conversation where you mentioned something about something that happened either before the trip.
yeah. So I had my God experience. Like
God experience.
yeah. So we all have our different beliefs and everything, right? And our relationships with the higher power source. For me, that's God. And this year, in the beginning of the year for sure, leading up to this point, I kind of was feeling a little lost. I was feeling like I wasn't feeling like Sharrell. I was feeling confused. I was feeling uncertain about a lot of things. I was feeling insecure about where I was because I was mentally putting myself in comparison mode to other people, right?
That's a no-no.
Yeah, it's a real dangerous place to be because I'm like, I know I'm dope. Okay, I know I'm dope, but I'm not where I want to be. And I didn't understand why I wasn't receiving what I thought those blessings should be, right? So recently, I was outside in nature, puffing on some herbs. Okay, if I'm being very honest. And there's a difference between like knowing the word and then hearing God's voice. I'm really big on that.
Wow.
And I, without a shadow of doubt, heard God's voice.
Ooh.
And when I tell you, it just brought so much emotion over me. I cried a lot. Like I cried.
Like you let everything out.
I let everything out because even in my worst moments in 2022, right? It felt like shameful moments. The moments where I was like I didn't give a damn. I was like, I just felt like I was living in like in a desperate space early in the year, right? So when God revealed to me, like, for real, Sharrell, I love you, and there's nothing that you could do that's gonna like push me away.
Yeah.
Girl, I bawled because you feel like you're not worthy, but then God is like, you're worthy.
You're worthy.
Oh my God.
I've been seeing you.
Yeah. And I just cried. And it's so crazy that I was in nature while doing it because I'm very big on like grounding myself and connecting. So that for me was the confirmation that I needed so bad. And it's like 3 days after that I cried. I did a lot of mirror work. I would literally wash my face after the shower, look myself in the mirror, and I would tell myself I'm beautiful, I'm worthy. I would thank God.
So basically it was like your own affirmations that you would give yourself.
Yeah, and I knew like, oh, God just gave me the okay to turn up.
Yeah.
So
to go even harder.
So I'm gonna turn up. Like, but I'm not gonna cry right now, but it feels so overwhelmingly beautiful. Like when you are in such a dark place for a while, and then God is like, yo, I got you. Ooh, there's like nothing like it. I can't even explain it. And I wish that for everybody, honestly.
So, question, you having that moment, and you said that you heard God voice. Do you ever think that that was your inner self, like your higher self speaking to you at that moment?
Ooh.
Like maybe that was the you that you are becoming at like telling you, hey, I see what we've been through. Now it's time to even go harder because now things are going to become.
Well, I mean, I really believe like God is within us, right? Like we are gods.
Exactly.
I know that we are gods, but I wasn't always moving like that. So in this particular moment, being outside, being in nature, barefoot, sitting down, like I just felt like it was God. Like it was beyond just my inner voice. Like when you know, and it's hard to explain. But it was just like different signs on how the wind would blow when certain things would happen that was like, oh my God, like me. Imagine like God saying like, I'm about to put you in a space where you've never been before, but I need you to be ready. So it's not just God saying, I got you.
I had that moment.
It was like, I need you to be ready. This is like, I'm not just gonna, oh, you got it. No matter what you do after this, you don't have to work. No, it's like you got to work 10 times harder now. You have to elevate yourself. You can't just be who you used to be. So it was all those things. It felt scary, but it was for sure confirmation. There was no confusion in that moment. So I don't think it was like my self talking. I know it was God like giving me the nod, like I got you.
So after that moment,
girl. So after that moment, I was on a high for the next 3 days to a week. I was like, we lit. Lily, we about to do this, this, and this. I went on the trip with the family, which was such a blessing because, again, I haven't seen my dad for so long. And, you know, feeling my roots. It's something about being in the island that just makes you like, it just grounds you in a different way. You know what I mean? Like, so...
Walking on them dirt roads, man. Yeah. It'll do that to you.
Them dirt roads. It's beautiful. It's humbling. It's all the things. So that was big for me. And the podcast. Like we launched a freaking podcast, y'all. Like me, Lily, Mr. Producer.
Yeah, I remember when you was like, a lot of people say they're gonna start a show or start a podcast, and 6 months later, nothing.
And nothing happens. But
2 months later, we on episode 8.
We on episode 8. Like it is so beautiful. And I know it's God because y'all know my favorite number is 3.
Right.
Everything that we do, it like aligns to, and it gives confirmation on we are doing exactly what we're supposed to do right now in this time, in this space, in this realm. Like, we just have to do the work.
Yep.
So
And we doing it.
I'm good. And it didn't mean that, like, even after God spoke to me, because I even questioned myself. I said, damn, if God spoke to me, am I gonna have like down times? Like, am I gonna be sad any days, or am I gonna like feel insecure? And I have. I've like doubted myself. And then I had to remember, whoa, wait a minute. I had to go back and read what I wrote, because when you get a confirmation like that, write it down. Put it in a voice note. Remember how you felt exactly at that moment. Because when you look back, you're going to be like, oh my God, this is why I felt this way. This is why God told me this. This is what I need to know to prepare me for other things. So I went back, I wrote it down, and, you know, I had to rebuild myself. Like, it ain't perfect, but you definitely, I know I'm that
You're the
chick.
type of person that seem like very sure of yourself,
Yeah.
but it seems like you're trying to find yourself at the same time, or trying to find this, I guess, your way in this new journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
So she's trying to find her purpose.
Right, or your purpose. So
all of that.
Is there a specific time where you realize, like, oh snap, like a change need to be made, and what's the steps that you made to do those changes?
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry, y'all. I'm really gonna cry. So I knew a change needed to be made. Remember when I told you, like, I moved back out, like I moved back into my own space, right? And I knew how I felt like I never want to be in such a vulnerable place again, where I had to like rely on other people. Like, that shit feels, it's like a blessing, but as a grown up, you don't ever want to rely on the next person, you know? So I've been growing and evolving, but I wasn't sure of myself, you know? So sometimes I'm sure, sometimes I'm not. I'm always, you know, searching for my purpose, or making sure I'm like aligned with my purpose. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't even know if I answered it, but it's,
well, close, yeah. But it's like, was there a specific like moment? Was there a
when I knew I had to get my shit together or something?
Yeah, but it's not even just your shit together.
To accept change?
No, not even your shit together as far as just in the physical, but the spiritual.
Oh man,
right? Because it takes a lot to even say, yo, I need to make a spiritual change, and not just the physical change on my outside appearance. Because your outside appearance can look perfect, right? But what about your inside?
You know, the saying, like I always say, thank God I don't look like what I go through. Right? Because I am very, you know, my cousin used to say, you're very pristine, you know, very polished. But, you know, internally, like, you battle certain things. So in 2020 is when I know that I started to wake up. Like, that was the awakening of, oh, the veil's lifted. I cannot just be Sharrell from 2019 or previously. But in 2022, oh, it was spiritual warfare up and down. Like, it was insane, because someone who comes from like a Christian background, grandpa's a pastor, everybody around me screaming, love God, love Jesus, all these things. But then it's like something within me is saying, go deeper, right? So then I started realizing my roots. And then I'm Haitian, like, it don't get more rooted than that, okay? Right. So then now I'm seeing my Haitian roots, and then things coming at me in dreams, and me fighting in
Dreams
the spiritual world.
powerful.
Like, spirit in your dream world, you gotta really fight. You gotta like, you have to see things for what it is and try to decipher it and decode it when you wake up. But there was a lot of things that scared the shit out of me from my awakening. And so I'm always searching for deeper, like, to know. But by doing that, I also have to be mindful, like, there is dark energy. There is, you know, things and entities that don't want you to succeed.
Right.
So I'm treading lightly, but I know that I have to go down this this path. Like
Yep.
there's no doubt about it. Like more than anything, my spiritual self has to be more guarded, more protected than ever. So I've been talking to God a lot lately and praying a lot, and protection and peace is like really big for me. So yeah. What about you? Like, what's been going on for your 2022? How did it start versus where you are right now? How do you feel?
2022. I'm gonna call 2022 for me the year of just change in total. Basically everything that I worked hard for coming up through the years of like, just working from when I started doing makeup till now is basically like I feel like 2022 was the year of starting to get the fruits from that tree.
Come on, yes.
And off of almost in every single aspect, 2022, one of the biggest things I started to accept love. That's an
I
all
love
year.
love. You know I love
It's
love.
an all year round thing. So throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
And
when you say love, what kind of love?
Like being in a relationship with someone and literally accepting love.
Yes.
Later on it came deeper. But just knowing that there is the type of love that I ever dreamed for does exist. It's like I said, it's something that's going the whole year round.
Yeah.
That's definitely like it's the top of the list of my recap.
I love that.
Because if it wasn't for that type of love, I don't think I would be able to be pushed into certain situations that I've gotten into. Because one thing is believing in yourself and another person, and another thing is another person next to you also pushing and also believing and supporting. So it's like, oh, you think I could do this too?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it, Or sometimes you have that little self-doubt in your head, and then that person's like, nah, you could definitely do this.
I love that for
so
you.
that's definitely on the top of it. That's the whole year round. Another thing, as like I said, is just I was placed in positions that just I didn't think I would be able to do. I started doing makeup, and I always loved production. And then it was also my first year that I did my first. Not directed, but I creative directed my first video.
Lilly Legend. Okay.
So with Fly Fair Nation.
Yes. Come on now.
And I started this project, and basically the director, which everyone knows, is Javian Sutherland.
Okay. Shout out to Javian
Sutherland. He basically gave me like the go. He was like, you want to direct something? Here we go. Write it down. Write a treatment. Hey, and I was just like, someone really is like down to like listen and down to like shoot what we're about to create. And it was a video for the artist Rhea. It was Flirt. I created a vision board. We went down. We had to buy fruits. It was a crazy idea. And the director said, let's do it. And the artist said, let's do it. And we did it. And it was one of those moments that, I don't know, it was like, oh my God, I created something that now is on. It's on forever.
And you thought about doing this before, or is it?
I thought about it was like so far away in my goals in life. It was so far away. Like, I'm gonna learn all the stuff that I learned off of production as a makeup artist, and then one day I'll be able. I did not expect that to happen in 2022. No, not at all. And it was a dope. It was a dope.
Like that.
So it was like getting in touch with my powers. I didn't know I could do something like that. So it's like learning your strength, I learned my strength. I've learned, I produced. We produced something. I produced a video for
Iceberg.
Iceberg Live. All I need. Okay, I don't want to get copyrighted. But
yeah.
Shout out to Iceberg.
Yeah, she got a whole band, like a band. What school was it?
Flomo.
Sorry.
Flomo.
So Florida Memorial University. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's a HBCU.
Wow. But when it happened, it was funny because we were on the couch. I love couch, guys. I love couches.
As you see, we're back on our big red couch.
Yes, finally. But we were on the couch, and I'm listening to the song, and I'm like, yo, I hear like I see a band, and it seems so far fetched. They were
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, Lily, where we gonna find a band?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, I see a band though.
Yes.
Like, and literally, I don't know what got into me to like go ahead, and I'm like, I'm gonna see who do I know and who can I connect myself to get a band.
Connections. Okay.
Did I think it was gonna? A part of me did not think it was gonna happen at all.
So what'd you do?
I don't know what I did. What did I do? I was just calling, connecting. I hit up people that are in bands, and I'm like, you guys must know more band people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then I got a connection, and it was literally to Flomo. We were on and off, like it was. I really felt like I was like pulling teeth. Like, hey, it's for a well-known artist. Like,
Mhm.
can we like do this deep dope ass collab?
Yeah.
And then at first we were kind of like, oh, I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. But I was like, very like, no. If I don't hear a no, it's happening.
Period.
Like I haven't heard a subtle no yet.
Period.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept pushing, and then one of the phone call rings. We get in touch with the band director,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. And I was like, for real?
Yup.
No, like I'll show up tomorrow and we can have this meet. Like,
Hurry
for
up
real.
before they change their mind.
And we did, and me and Jay, we went into, it was Flyer Fair Nation Flomo. We had a whole little conference room, and we talked about what we were gonna do, and they were
Look at
all
God.
for it.
I'm telling you.
And I'm walking out, and we're literally leaving the university, and we're like, we just got a band. Like we just
a full. It was like 70 people.
It was like
not
70,
That
a
is
80
band of
powerful.
10 people, like,
Just
a band, the location, because we shot in their school, so the whole
in the
gym.
school, in the gym. Yeah.
The
It
fact
was-
that you didn't even think, like you thought it was so far fetched. It could have been
And I
years
just didn't
down the
hear a
line,
no.
and
I
in
didn't hear a no.
2022.
I kept going until I heard a no, and I didn't hear a no.
Wow.
Well, as far as producing, she's saying like you thought it was so far fetched,
Yep.
and then now look. Like,
Yeah. That's
2022.
amazing.
Go check it out, guys. Forever Live, Iceberg, and DJ Killer K.
Okay.
Produced by,
Lily Legend.
Okay.
and the production is by Flyer Fair Nation. Okay.
Period.
Directed by
You did
JB
some-
and
you did
Sutherland.
some other dope stuff. You did like,
But that was like a baby.
yeah, your baby. Those
Yeah.
things, those things.
Like
yeah.
we played a really big part in that. Like that was an
Yeah.
actual like, yo, we
You did
can't. So it
that.
was one of those like, yo, if we could do this right now,
Imagine.
imagine what we can do like later on. Like it's just being able to have that power.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always great to have an artist that is willing, listens, and patient, because like she was saying with the Rhea video, Flirt, like we
Mhm.
shot one day, and then the fruit scene, we didn't really like how it came out. And we
Mhm.
told the artist, and the artist said, yeah, we'll do it again. So that means we had to
Mhm.
go buy all those
All the
fruits.
fruit
All the
again.
fruits was real, because I didn't
And it was a
want-
lot.
And it was a lot. And I didn't want like the fake looking fruits.
Yeah.
I even
You know what I
made
mean?
her.
So-
I even made her like a fruit bra.
It was
Right.
beautiful.
Right. Yeah. Appreciate that.
It was
So-
beautiful.
And the
Thank
artist
you.
said, yeah, we'll shoot it over.
I love that.
She laid on the floor, fell asleep.
It's
that
always
video-
nice to work with people who are
Mhm.
not like overly complicated, or just
Right.
kind of be like,
It
you know,
feels
shit
nice when
happens.
you have that person, because you're gonna get into a lot of people who are not like that.
Oh,
So when
yeah.
you finally meet that type of person, yes, it's like a breeze.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, and that video has gone its rounds too. She'd be sending me basically videos of like it's in Europe, people in Africa,
I love
Portugal,
that.
like all these crazy. I'm like, they seeing this video?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Because we
100%.
took some days on that. It was.
It was beautiful.
Those are like the babies. So that's why I
Yeah.
mean, like, I found, you know, power. Like I was able to test my power. Like, oh, I could do
Mhm.
that, you know. So being able to have that within yourself and know that, hey, if you really put your mind to something, these are things that you're capable of.
Absolutely.
And it's all within you. You don't need nobody else to
Right.
do that. So that was, yeah.
And you know you're on the right track when it's like effortless.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you're gonna have some, you know, complications along the way. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be like perfect, but it's not like a definite hell no. it's like, okay, I got to go to the next person. Cool. Or I got to go to the next person. And then when you don't have the look come out exactly how you want it, you go to the artist and you're like, can we do it again? They're like, yeah, no problem. You're like, I'm
It's
on
like
the
people
right
trust your power
track.
too.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like they'll be like, hey, I'm gonna
Ooh.
listen to you because I know what you about. So
Yeah.
that feels good too.
Yes.
That feels amazing.
Yeah.
Even with this podcast, like you were saying about being effortless, I feel like this podcast, putting it together, has been effortless.
It really has been.
Right?
It
Like,
really has been, like,
since our test episode.
Yep.
since our test episode.
Yep.
I'm so happy we didn't put that test episode out, okay? Because I was
should though.
no, okay.
I still have it. I showed it to her. I was like, you sure you don't want to put it?
Let me tell y'all, okay? So first of all, shout out to you guys who've been supporting us.
That's a recap.
No, that's real. Say that.
Yeah.
For real.
Shout out to y'all who've been supporting us along the way. We can't even thank y'all enough. Like, it's so wild that me, Lily, JB are on the phone one day before all of this, and a week later, maybe two, I don't know. A week later, right?
A week
later.
literally.
4 days, 5 days.
Yeah. And we are doing a test shot. So the test shot is
just to see our vibe,
yeah,
basically.
we wanted to see how we mesh on camera and just as a trio.
Yeah.
And even though y'all don't see Mr. Producer, like, he's a part of us too. Like, he's
what?
he is he is the holy grail, the secret
real.
sauce, and everything has like been
our secret
effortless.
sauce, but we don't mind sharing him. It's fine.
As long as it doesn't cut into our
we
what
come
we're doing.
first, guys.
Be selfish is priority. It's all good.
Yeah.
Always.
And what's it saying? To be selfish, to be self-aware.
Right.
Yes.
To be selfless
And
at the same time.
Yeah. So this has been amazing. Like, this has been beautiful. Like, I'm so grateful and thankful for y'all because people don't work like this.
That's
Nah.
another thing.
But sorry to cut your wisdom, but to give some more love to the supporters, man. From the first person that comment,
Yes.
from the first video that went like semi-viral in our
that
universe.
video.
Yeah. Like, no, but for real, to our supporters, because I don't ever want to call them fans or anything like that.
Right.
Like, to our supporters, from the first comment to the first share to the first like.
We were trying to give y'all a name, guys. We're trying to call it the selfies.
Yeah.
We're still working on that though.
Yeah, we want to we want to give y'all like or we want y'all to name y'allself. Like,
True.
I don't know. We were gonna call y'all the selfies,
Right.
the cousins, okay, the cousins in the Haitian way. Like, you gotta spell it with a K. But
cousins.
cousins.
It
It didn't sound as good as
It don't sound as good as when she says it. My bad.
Right, when she says it sounds.
When she says it sounds like, ooh, where you from?
But yeah, like, we really rock with y'all. Y'all have been very supportive, and we love y'all for that because it ain't easy. Like, this is our baby. This is literally like we gave birth in 2022 to Be Selfish Podcast.
November 1st.
November 1st. 11/1.
11/1.
11/1. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, 3 is my number, 11/1, 111. It's just crazy.
Here we go with these equations.
It is what it is. Like, synchronicities, the signs, all of that. It confirms a lot for us. So thank you guys. Like, we got to take that away from her.
You got 2 more. That's your first one.
That was my thank you. I love you guys.
And okay, so what was the next thing for you when it came to 2022 that was super memorable?
Oh, so this one's, I don't know, it was funny to me. And I had a full circle moment in my car with both of my kids in the car.
Okay.
And it was basically one of the days that I pick up my oldest, he's 6. And we're in the car, and then he tells me, Mommy, there's like there's a paper that I have to show you. And I'm like, baby, you can show me when we get into the car. He's like, no, I gotta show you right now.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, what is it? Trying not to get into a car accident. I'm like, what is it? And he was like, look, Mom, it's a field trip. I was like, oh my God, here we go, field trips. What is it? I was like, no, it's take your child to work day. And I'm like, I had a whole moment in the car without him noticing because my eyes were about to water. Because literally, like, I always say that even before I got into, the reason why I got into working into makeup and all that is because I wanted to do something I always dreamt of doing.
Yes.
And I also wanted my child, whenever he wanted to do something, to go do it and believe that he can do it. So I was like, I did this to lead by example.
Yes.
So then the fact that my son jumps in the car and he wants to go to work
with you,
like he thinks my job is cool, guys.
Oh my God. But it is. I think your job is cool.
But it was one of those moments that like he was like so excited to go on to set. So when we mentioned going to the studio, like he wants to. Now with cameras, he sees Javian with these cameras, and now he's like, oh, is that a video? He could tell the difference of a video camera and a photographer camera.
Oh my gosh.
Like, and that's just off of what he's seeing, and he likes that. So that moment for me was one of those full circles things because I did it for that reason. I went into beauty school when he was 1.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that things was going to happen the way it's happening. Like the fact that I could show him, or he sees music videos and I'm like, mommy did that one. Mommy worked. Mommy did makeup on. And then it's like, you did this, you did that. Like having those type of moments with him is just, you know, when we were planning on the podcast thing, we had our first real test was my 2 boys.
Yeah.
On the microphone.
Doing check. Sound check and
that
all.
was the real so it was like I kept having outer body experiences whenever I would see something like that because we're creating it.
Yeah.
You know, so it was definitely like I love the fact being a role model for my children. I feel like any parent, you're a role model for your children.
Yeah.
And
shout
that's
out to the boys.
Yeah.
They're so freaking cute.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, he's 7,
Yeah.
right? So he doesn't know what he's listening to or what he's watching, but he's in the car, right? And I'm driving, I look back and he's on YouTube watching y'all podcast.
Yes.
There's nothing like when the babies are
And he's
watching us.
it.
Yeah.
Like he's like,
No,
it's
no.
mommy's show.
No, Sharrell, he's watching the podcast.
Yeah.
I pointed out to her, I said, look back there.
And I was like, which episode though? And then we noticed it was like the toxic. I'm like, can you what? But I want to see you. It's you and Sharrell. Just change it.
Well, he got a crush on Sharrell.
That's my little boo.
You don't want to
okay?
admit it, dude.
You know, so wild. So my niece, I was with her recently, and at my house, you know, they love going to YouTube. So she's like, I see you on YouTube, and it's just like, I wonder if they know what it means yet, or but they definitely know. But it's like for her to see me in real life and then see you on the television
No, that's
screen,
big for them.
that's
Auntie's on TV.
it's really huge for her, and it's just like to see that, I'm like, oh my God, I you know, creating a legacy and just them to be proud of you, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
them being proud is just
That's gonna make me cry. Stop.
My
it.
mom used to call me and she used to be like,
That's
your
gonna make me
niece
cry.
is listening to your show. Cause my mom don't know how to call it a podcast. She said, your niece is listening to your show. I'm like, what are you talking about? She sends me like a screenshot of her literally listening to my podcast. I'm like, what is she listening to? She said, she don't know. She just like hearing your voice.
Yeah. Man, so any parent, any individual, even if you're not a parent, I'm an auntie, you're a parent, it's like, do things to make your children proud or the kids proud. Like, be an example for them. Like, we're not saying be PG-13 and be perfect. We're just saying they're watching. They're watching and they'll let you know when they're proud of you, or you know, and then when they want you to keep going. So that's what drives me.
They want to go to your job, literally.
Yeah,
they want to chill out at your job.
I can't wait. Like we're manifesting some things too.
Yeah, but let's wait.
Okay, go ahead.
Or like your 6-day shoot. Your
Bless you.
See? Wait, and Yadi them say true word. So when you sneeze and somebody talking, they say true word. Is it true word?
True. That's just the way he says it.
True word.
True word.
So tell us.
Yeah, like your 6-day shoot, they was looking forward to waking up every morning.
Oh my God.
Every morning to
drop me off.
To drop her off. Just because they're going to her job.
Wow.
Just to see the trailers outside. Just to see the carts.
So I can't really say, okay, so 6-day shoot. I signed an NDA, so I can't say much. But when it does, I ain't gonna stop talking. But that is one of my biggest like things in 2022. Just the fact of being in the room with certain people.
Yeah.
You know, and the fact of who I was working with when it comes out, y'all see. But and feeling like I belong there.
Okay.
That was one of the things, like, not I belong. This is where I belong.
You are in the room, baby.
Like, it felt like it was nothing. I did not feel like I was trying. I did not feel like I was competing. I just felt like I belonged.
Period.
And compared to other, like the first time I was on a production set, like of my first time on a music video set to this was a commercial. So in production world, you got music video world, commercial, then movie set. That's basically like, you know, the little, like, what would you call it? The totem pole, the levels.
Yeah, the steps,
tower,
levels.
yeah.
Tower,
Pyramid,
you know.
Pyramid.
Yeah. So just being in that same room with people, like I was working with the makeup artist that worked on Jeepers Creepers.
Ooh, Jeepers Creepers is a classic.
The first one.
That's a classic.
I grew up on that one.
Right?
That's the only one I remember.
Yeah.
The
other one was like, all right, but the first Jeepers Creepers?
The first Jeepers Creepers, we were just chilling.
Yeah.
Like I literally was chilling. We were laughing. We were working, and then her telling me, Lily, you're amazing.
Look at God.
And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, the makeup artist that worked on Jeepers Creepers is telling me that I'm amazing.
Yes. And you deserve to be in that room. Like, you've put in the work.
Crazy.
And you have so much more to do. But it's like the fact that you were in the room.
That's what I'm saying. Like 2022 was the year that I was receiving fruits. I worked so hard. The year 2020, I felt like I wasn't going to touch a brush again. To the fact of 2022 being the year where like, nah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I've had that God moment that you've had.
I'm telling you.
And I didn't, just the only difference with me was I didn't believe when I was being told that. I was in my head, I was like, how?
Yeah.
How am I gonna do that? Like, how am I gonna have that power? I don't believe it. That's the only part. But even with that self-doubt throughout the years, like I just had to focus on, you know what? Just do what you can do at your best.
Yep.
Do the best that you can do every single time.
Take it one day at a time.
Definitely.
Literally.
But that was 6 days. It was literally, I had to wake up at 4:00 in the morning. Basically.
A lot of people ain't doing that.
I was trying to keep Mr. Producer a secret, but I guess now everyone knows Mr. Producer isn't like, you know.
Well, I try to keep mine secret.
Because, okay.
What kind of thing that?
So it was like a team thing, and I honestly, I don't think I would have been able to do those 6 days without him, because literally dropping me off, the kids coming back like 4:00 in the morning, like that was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot. And while I was on the set, I just was thinking about them the whole time. Cause I was like, yo guys, like we're doing it.
Yeah.
Like, we did it.
Like, it really takes a village. Like, y'all did that.
Yeah.
You
Shouts
should
out
be
to
proud
the
of
boys,
yourself.
Shout out, my boys are some soldiers, man.
They some troopers, man. They some troopers.
And they were happy the whole way. Like they were on some like, y'all know my mom too. That's my mom. That's my mom.
I love that.
But you said something about like feeling like I am meant to be here. And that is big, because a lot of times we don't feel worthy.
Right.
Right. And we have to try and learn how to accept ourselves first before anything. So I like the fact that you said that. That was very insightful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I am proud of you, man. I'm proud of both of you.
Thank you.
Stop. That's going to make me cry.
Oh, everything gonna make you cry. Everybody gonna cry.
I'm emotional. I'm a Gemini. Leave me alone.
Y'all, she a Gemini.
And
it's just emotion.
You saw how I just switched up real quick? I went from almost crying to, and what's wrong with Geminis?
Geminis.
What?
My dead people.
Woo!
Stay out of this.
The Gemini, y'all listen, you just gotta take it one day at a time with a Gemini.
Y'all love me. Shut up.
We do love you. We just know that we gotta take it one day at a time.
I love y'all too. I love y'all too. Okay. And then the last most changing thing was this trip that I had. It was my first Thanksgiving. I'm gonna say it was my first real Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
Which is it's crazy, but it was my first real Thanksgiving, and I spent it with my love's family. And the reason why I would call it is because I felt like all problems were gone.
Yeah.
My kids were introduced to his family, and it was the acceptance. No one asked, no one worried anything. It was just, we're all here, we're all together, we're all gonna have fun, we're all gonna talk. I never had that acceptance before.
Ooh.
So when I mentioned earlier about, love has been around this whole year, it's something that really, that trip, the ride over there, it was my first time out of Miami. I wouldn't say my first time out of Miami, but my first time in a whole other state.
Yeah.
I went to Mississippi once. Horrible trip. I don't want to talk about it. But going to North Carolina, and we literally spent the whole time in the house. We didn't go anywhere. We didn't have to go to this. No, we spent it at the house.
Yeah.
And it was just a good time, and my kids felt accepted.
I love that.
And it was just beautiful.
Love is in the air, man.
It was just beautiful.
Love is in the air. I'm manifesting love.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Love this year. I had this conversation with him, and it was something. I remember I wrote something with you. I'm not gonna share it. One day I'll share what I wrote. But like I said on previous stuff, and I want to talk to anyone who's been in toxic relationships. I want to talk to anyone who's been hurt and all that. It does exist. It is there. Even if you feel like you're never going to get it, it does exist.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you got to go through stuff to be able to accept it, or to at least recognize it. Because I did not recognize it when it was at my door.
Yeah.
I did not recognize it. And I had to literally change things. I had to change things within myself. I still have to change things within myself and understand that growth. You love your kids, you love people unconditionally when you're accepting their growth.
Yeah.
So that was something that like, love is accepting growth.
Yeah.
Love is seeing someone change. You want them to change. You want them to change for the better.
Yes.
But understand that takes its time.
It
and
does.
Loving that person while that's happening. I didn't think that existed. I didn't get it from my mom. I didn't get it from friends. I didn't get it from nobody. So when it was at my door, I didn't recognize it. I didn't treat it the way I was supposed to treat it.
Well, thank God you ain't fumbled the play. Because a lot of the times, dead ass. A lot of the times, like, you remember when you talked before about like your God moment and not feeling like worthy. So in essence, that's like fumbling the play.
Definitely.
Don't fumble the play 2023, y'all. Because
I promise.
Because love is real, and I don't care how many times I'll keep this short, but I don't care how many times you've been hurt by somebody. I'm just speaking in general. Like, love is real. If you can imagine it, it's real.
Yeah.
If you desire a sweet love,
people have to
real.
accept it. Both.
Of course.
It has to be a genuine thing between both people.
Of course. So. But as long as you know what it is, like that person, what if that person doesn't know what it is down the line? All right. But as long as you know what it is, and as long as that you know that love is real and it exists and you're going to keep trying, then sky is not even the limit, baby.
I really just want everything to come in. And that's why we're going to talk about manifesting. Because now we have enjoyed the things that happened in 2022. We want things to keep coming. We want all the good things.
Absolutely.
To keep
and they're
coming.
They're definitely coming.
So do you believe in manifesting? Do you believe saying it to yourself and working towards it is going to make things happen?
I believe more than ever, once you align the emotion to what you are calling in, it appears. And that's just what it is.
I want $1 million.
Well, you have to really believe it and feel it
I
and,
work
and
for
know
it.
that it might not happen tomorrow. It might not happen tomorrow, but if you feel that emotion, like, I'm gonna have $1 million, then it will
Sorry,
come
guys,
into fruition.
I'm laughing. Mr. Producer don't put on his crown.
My
Yeah.
bad. I forgot
And
I
his
had.
headphones.
I forgot I had a crown,
His
a New Year
headphones
crown.
don't
Okay,
even
there
fit
you
over the
go.
crown.
If y'all are listening on Spotify, we
And
are
you hear that shuffling is the crown.
Yeah. But yeah.
You made Sharrell lose her train of
I
thought.
really
now.
did.
I'm sorry, because
Like,
that was distracted the hell out of me.
we
My
just cut all that
bad.
part out. I don't even
I
remember.
might keep it. You
I'm
never know.
sorry.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna burn.
The power of manifesting. So the what people usually get wrong, right? With The
Mhm.
Secret. There's a book and a documentary called The Secret, right?
Mhm.
And I guess when they first watch it, The Secret was basically telling you, oh, just say it and it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But that's not what
No.
they really meant. You have to say it, believe it, and attack it.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
You can't just say it, and because if you don't do it, that means you didn't believe it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I think that's where it is, where it's like, yes, there is a law of attraction, but you have to go after what you're
Right.
looking for.
100%.
Yeah.
So even down to us doing the podcast, like, we wanted this to come to fruition and come
Right.
to light, but it took us believing that it could happen. We actually put in the work, and now it's like people are giving us compliments on our quality, and obviously now we're on the 8th episode and we're growing.
People trying to be on the show.
You know, like, that's wild. Like, people
Trying to
want to
sit
be
with
on the
us.
show. Like, it's very, like, the power of manifestation is so real. Even on my phone, I had a vision board on my phone. And I know we make a lot of vision boards throughout the years, but this time I really wanted the things that I saw for myself. And podcast on the top of the year was in the middle of my vision board.
And I kind of like, because you have your vision board as your screensaver.
It's on my screensaver, and I
Beautiful.
just changed it today. Like, accidentally, I changed it. So now my screensaver says, if you deserve better, act like it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just leave it there. Maybe the universe needs me to, like, maybe the universe wants me to really know and act like it. But I put podcast in the middle of my vision board, but then I also had around it, be clear, discipline. Like, there's certain things on there, higher credit score. Like, my credit score is the highest it's ever been. Like, shit is lit right now. You know, like,
you're working towards it.
but I'm working towards it. I had to pay down some debt. Okay. If y'all don't know, the best way to fix your credit is just pay the damn debt.
Yep.
It might be a few $1,000s, work out a payment plan, but pay it down, pay it off, because
and take your time with it, but pay it down.
Pay it down, because I'm telling you, like, credit is king. Okay. Credit is Mufasa, Simba, whatever you want to call it. Like, credit really.
Use credit instead of your own money.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like that. I learned that, but man, manifestation is so real and it's so powerful. You just have to
It makes me
provoke the emotion with the action, and then it will come to fruition. It might not be tomorrow. Sometimes things are rapid.
Yeah.
But just know it's coming. It's catching up.
I definitely want to recommend that for people, because I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put my vision board as your screensaver, because that's something you get to see every day. You're gonna be seeing that, so it's
I
like
love that. Yeah,
you see it every day.
Yeah.
And then,
That's
and
beautiful.
mind you, I did it in January, and now we're in December.
Board. Yep.
And to see certain things come to light, I'm like, oh my God.
It's like a daily reminder. Not even a daily, because you always open up your phone. So
always.
Definitely.
Like,
vision board as your screensaver.
And put things down where it's like, it could be a 6-month goal or a year goal, a few years goal, but put it down so it's always in front of you. And it's like,
yeah, but you should have those long-term goals.
100%.
Yeah.
That's how I do
100%.
I have short-term goals. I learned it from beauty school. That's when I was introduced to separating your goals from short-term into long-term goals.
we did that for the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, we need a 6-month goal and a year goal when it comes to this podcast. And that's going to be a part of our manifestation now. Like, I know it's a part of mine.
Yeah.
So we can get into that.
What are we manifesting? 2023.
For sure, for sure, for sure. We Be Selfish podcast. I can't wait till we are in Atlanta, New York, LA.
Just
Traveling
all over the world.
Working with other content creators and podcasters.
I want to manifest the demand, the Be Selfish Pod demand. I want people to demand, where's this show?
Yes.
What's going on? Can y'all talk about this?
Yes.
I can't wait to see the next episode.
Yes. Like,
I definitely want to manifest that. Just the demand, just people wanting to see us.
Ready to see us next, which that is wild in itself. So I'm excited for that.
Merch.
Yeah, Be Selfish merch. More hosting opportunities for us, and us just like really just sharing us with the world. Like, for so long I ran from it, but now it's like, this is just who we are, like
there was
your life is a podcast now.
Basically. But I was just gonna get into that. So there was a night we had a gala. And that gala, it was very fun. It was a creator content gala.
Yeah, that's another highlight of mine.
It's a highlight. Yeah. It's a highlight. I feel like I don't know how to. I feel like I have to split my year in the Lilly year and then the Be Selfish part of the year. So it's a highlight for the Be Selfish because even with that gala, like everyone kind of knew what was going on with Be Selfish.
Oh my God.
This and that. Like everyone knew, beautiful. Like they saw us together, like, oh, they're gonna do their thing.
Yeah, so that was beautiful.
It was one of those memorable moments, even just the night in general. There was things that was going on. And then we went to 11.
Yeah. So in Miami, there's a adult cabaret that's called 11 Miami. It's like 24 hours. And we went there.
Sexiness.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was a vibe. It's like, if you've never been to 11, you definitely, when you come to Miami, have to check it out. It's something that needs to be seen.
For sure.
Yeah, they put our Be Selfish,
our
thumbnail
on the big screen.
It was on every single screen inside of the building.
For a minute, too.
So it don't matter if you were in the champagne room at that moment.
Faces.
You were looking at Lilly and Sharrell, which was amazing. I really
felt like I was having a future moment. Like I was having one of those, like, wow, like one day people are going to see that and they're going to know exactly, oh, this is. And then even when we were walking around, because we were still in our same evening gown.
Yeah, we wasn't changing, okay? We was going to stay in our gala dresses.
We were still in our evening gown and we're walking. Everyone's like, oh my God, you guys look amazing. Who are you guys? Isn't that whatever? And in my head, I was like, we're the next hit, guys.
Yeah. It's so wild to even think, y'all. When I tell you, like, I've been running away from like the spotlight for years. Like, I used to pray, like, God, I don't want to be famous. I just want to be low key and paid. That's it. And I'm still calling that in. But like now with a podcast and just us being out and about and sharing our life or just sharing our experiences and everything, it's gonna happen.
So I had that thought also, and I don't want to be known for the wrong reasons. I would like if it's this what we're doing right now, which is just expressing our struggles and to let people know that this is what we rose from, then definitely if you know me because of that, then hi, I'm Lily. What's up?
Yes.
You know, that's something that, okay, if people are going to stop me for that reason, then cool.
Yeah.
But not just struggles. I think you guys give a lot of good insight on things that
I said rising from struggle.
Oh, rising from.
Yeah,
okay,
rising from
Sorry,
struggle. Especially like I was like being able to say like, okay, I'm a suicide survivor, basically. Like, yo, I did something and I'm at where I'm at right now. I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
I would have never. So it's like I would love to speak for those type of people also that they feel like their life is. I was like, no, it's not. Like it's just started. Like shit just started. Dreams actually came true. You know. So it's like, nah. I would love people if y'all have any stories like that. Come talk to me. I would love to talk to y'all.
Go talk to Lily, okay?
Because that's something that I'm like, nah. You got a purpose, people. We all have a purpose in this world.
And I only say that because like. Y'all gonna be making me cry, and I'm gonna be like, let's go to God. Because life is so wild. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. And the only advice I can really give people is don't give up and go with God. That's all I got for you. Like maybe I might have a word or two, one day, but if life has taught me anything, it is do not give up and go with God. Like. Man.
Yeah. And I think you can still, how you were saying that you wanted to be like not famous and not known, but you want the success. I think you still can. Like especially with this podcast, you can control your own narrative. You don't have to talk about certain things if you don't want to. You don't have to address certain things if you don't want to. You guys don't even talk about trending topics and things like that anyway.
If y'all notice,
trending topics don't pay my bills.
It's not even for that too. Like
I'm just saying.
For me at least, trending topics, there's always gonna be something. It's always gonna be the next Tory Lanez and Megan or Gunna and
Doug or
it's always gonna be something shade roomable, okay? Like
we got shade room for that.
But is it feeding your soul?
It's not feed. I want something absolutely. I want something that's gonna feed my soul. That's going to make me feel good. Because I was telling y'all before we even aired this,
too.
and give a different perspective. Before we aired this, I was saying like today I did not want to listen to music. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to be at peace. Like there's so much noise going on in the world.
Right.
I would rather just be calm, cool, and collective. So when it goes back to, not being seen, being paid, but not being seen, I'm definitely gonna make that my life goal. Like I just want to be low key. I was coming from Aventura one day and I was wearing our Be Selfish hoodie. And I was going down the escalator, and mind you, I'm already thinking about the things that God already confirmed to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I'm looking real busted right now. Like, I know I'm beautiful with or without makeup. I love me. But it's like the fact that no one knows me. I'm just like chilling. I thank God for that. And I would never want to trade places with the celebrities who got cameras in their face all day. And
they can't admire
people who always want
privacy.
And people who always want to tug and pull on you because of who you are or who you're with. Like, I do not want that. I just want to do God's work, not miss my mark in the words of Lauren London. And like,
that's dope. Not miss your
love
mark.
my family. And love my future husband and have sexy time.
Sexy time.
That's one of the things she's also manifesting.
Yeah. So we're calling in traveling. What else are we calling in?
Traveling, success, our sisterhood, basically.
Yes.
I manifest that our relationship just continues to flourish.
Yes. That we stay locked in, loaded, communicate with each other. Like communication between us three is huge to me. And I don't ever want
not missing our marks.
Manifesting none of us missing our marks, and even collectively and individually growing and doing our own things. Like, like it's like Destiny's Child, but then somebody goes off or whatever. No. We are locked and loaded, but we will always support each other on whatever we do.
Yes.
And for sure health.
Always.
Peace and protection. That is what I'm just calling in. And
before
my Benz AMG, I'm just saying.
The Benz is AMG. You heard that, future husband?
GLE. You heard?
Before we go, and I'm gonna let y'all switch it real quick about silence. It's funny you said that you wasn't in the mood to listen to music and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But Lily, earlier, that's how I felt. Like I didn't really remember. I kept asking you what you want to listen to. I never asked you what you want to listen to. I wasn't in the mood.
Yeah.
You know, us girls, we love getting ready to some music. It usually it's what makes us take long. But you know, we love listening to some music when we're getting ready. But
Absolutely.
And I'm the king of the aux chord.
Yeah.
And today I wasn't
the jukebox.
Right. I'm the music jukebox, the human music jukebox. So today I wasn't in the mood to really hear no music. I just kind of wanted to hear my thoughts. And I was just going to say, guys, listen, it's power in silence.
Ooh, it is power in silence.
Okay, so on that, I'll give it back to you guys.
Fendi
I just
facts.
wanted to say
The
that.
king has spoken.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. I don't have an aux cord in my car. There's certain days where I don't want to watch anything, listen to anything because there's so much going on in the world. How many times do we put down our phone, pick it back up, put it down, put it back? It'll be like 5 minutes and you done picked it up 10, 15, 20 times.
Instagram and go right back.
Right, exactly. So, for me, especially that we're moving into this new year, like I know that we're in this we're in the winter time, right? It's like winter solace or whatever. And the new year really don't start until March, y'all. Fun fact. But I know it goes deeper than that, but Google it, you'll figure it out later, trust me. But
damn it.
I say that to say, like, just go within yourself. There's a lot going on. You just have to just go within yourself, okay? Because there's a lot of distractions around. Stay focused. Yeah.
With that being said, with all of the stuff that we're manifesting, before we manifest, now I want to say before we close this show, there's this little thing that we are going to burn.
Yeah, so we wrote down the things that we are leaving in 2022.
I don't mind sharing a couple of things, but I'll go down. I definitely want I want to leave behind in 2022 procrastination. Please, I release it. Get out of me. I don't want it anymore. I don't need it for 2023. Another thing is self-doubt. I need to stop it. I already been put in positions. I already been put in places I didn't think I was going to be there before, and I'm there. So that's definitely one of the things. Allowing access to unnecessary people. I'm leaving that behind in 2022. It's not coming with me in 2023. Allowing people to misuse me. Not coming in. And fear, insecurity. Just if you want to do this with me, do it with me. You jot down the stuff that you guys want to leave behind, and we'll show you what's going to happen next. But Sharrell, what you got on your list? If you want to share, you don't got to share everything.
So I'm not going to share everything, but I am releasing the 9-to-5 life and fully walking into being an entrepreneur. And I forgot to mention calling in just living in this full abundance and prosperity of just being me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we were put on this earth to have a 9-to-5. Now, granted, we need doctors, we need lawyers, we need garbage men, we need certain things.
That's not their 9-to-5 though.
But that's not my I have a fun 9-to-5. I'm just saying I want to walk in being completely who I am and that be my inheritance. Like, I get paid and wake up every day being myself and it feeds me, right? So, but I'm releasing the 9-to-5 life, okay? I'm releasing singleness because I've been single for a while and I'm calling in
her love.
My future husband, okay? You are not in Miami, but wherever you are in the world, we gonna find each other.
What if he is in Miami?
He ain't in Miami, girl. He is not here.
I didn't think mine was gonna be here.
I don't know. He ain't here. Well, yours is exported to imported, exported, okay? So technically he's not like a Miami.
She got you on that one.
Yeah, so
you got one more of that.
And
okay, that's the last one.
Yeah, and just lack mindset, poverty mindset, comparison mode.
Wait, hold up now.
Am I going too fast?
That might need to be a whole episode within itself.
Poverty mindset.
Poverty mindset.
And that does not mean that you're hood and it's not just segregated to the people that live in the hood.
No, because I don't
No.
live in the hood.
Okay.
Poverty mindset.
Mindset.
Yes.
We're going to save that for episode.
Yeah, and I'll go
Continue,
into
ma'am.
detail, but for sure, poverty mindset, like, because we are abundant, so we should be moving and knowing this all day, every day.
Yeah.
But life be lifing, so, and I release cursing. I be cursing a little more than I would like to, and yeah, there's some other things on here that I won't say, but just know I'm releasing it. Okay. So
Gone.
on that note, we are going to, we have, if you're listening on all major platforms, we have our letters here, what we're releasing. We have a candle and we have something that we're going to throw it into. Don't try this at home if you are not responsible. I can't even say if you're under 18. And I don't care if you're grown.
Can't mess this up.
Don't try this at home if you are
Give that disclaimer.
Yes, give
not
the disclaimer.
prepared. Just be
Don't play
safe.
with fire.
Don't play with fire. But shout out to Drika Gates, Kevin Gates' wife. She does this all the time. And I love that she burns. So I'm going to burn mine.
It's burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn.
Nah, you need a better song for that. You need what's that? I want to be one of the greatest. You need one of those. Right. I'll do that instead of Usher Let It Burn. All right, you know what? Wale burn. No, I don't want to.
So mine is burning. Oh, it is gone, baby. I don't want any part to be.
I hate fire.
Look how beautiful
Maybe
it burned.
can you do this?
You know, I think you should open it. Okay, maybe not then. I think you should open it up more because it's going to burn pretty quick. But this is to us releasing everything that no longer serves us and us moving into our higher selves and just being a better version. And to being selfish, man. Being selfish with our goals. You need to burn the whole thing.
Burn the whole thing.
The whole paper needs to go.
She really afraid of fire now.
Afraid of fire.
Y'all don't want to see her around the campfire for
Just
real.
let it burn. Hold it a little more.
Facing one of my fears here. I hate fire.
You're good. You're good.
My
Just
nails.
now move it from the fire. Just
Put a finger.
so it is burning and it is going bye-bye. Be careful with when you back up.
Drink is fine.
You need to let that whole thing burn though.
Give me a lighter. I'll burn it in there.
So I know you guys are watching right now what's happening, but yeah, we burned the whole thing and
I want to make sure it gets
release.
Procrastination. I don't think it's burning the procrastination side.
Yeah, get that one. Get that part.
Give me a lighter. You got a lighter?
You're good.
You good, man.
You're good.
Shouts out to everybody that's listening right now and being patient. Just go to the video later just to watch that part. Because I know y'all at work or driving, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to...
I can smell the self-doubt.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
So yeah, we wanted to, we're bringing in the new year and there's so much that we have coming for you guys. Like we have so much coming. We have so much coming and I'm so excited.
And we just gonna surprise y'all.
Yeah, you know, because a lot of things you have to just move in silent and let your accomplishments speak for itself. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna end it on a Here We Grow.
Wait. Before we end, sorry, y'all. I know they about to end it real quick, but some quick updates. You trying to get that procrastination part out?
Oh, we do have quick updates, y'all.
Yeah, you want me to do it?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay, so quick updates, right? Because we have 2 different YouTube pages now.
Yes.
All right, so we have the Be Selfish. All right, so just look up youtube.com/BeSelfishPod clips. That's just for the clips page.
Yes.
So you're going to see majority of the clips and the shorts on that page. Then we have the regular Be Selfish page. That's youtube.com/BeSelfish. I think BeSelfishPod. I think now you have to put an @ in front of Be Selfish.
Yes.
Right?
Let them know, Mr. Producer.
Right. And then also for the audio, we are literally on all platforms.
Yes, we're on all platforms. Amazon Music.
We on Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I might be missing one. So listen, just look up Be Selfish Pod or Be Selfish Podcast, Be
Yes.
Look for
Selfish
our
Podcast
faces.
clips.
Yes.
Look for the pages, and then just
Yes,
go from
yes,
there.
yes.
You know what I mean? And
That's
again, before we go, because this is the end of the year pod,
This is
right?
the end of
Going
the
into
year.
That's it.
2023. This is it. Y'all
This
not
is
getting
it.
no
2022.
2022.
Walking into 2023.
Next one is next year. See y'all next year, guys.
Yeah. We
Right.
have anything else to tell them?
Well,
as
I
far
was
as-
just gonna say, like, I want to shout out to all the supporters.
Yes.
You understand me? Like,
gonna
for
do it
real.
again,
Before
and we
we're gonna do it
always-
again from the producers. Shouts out to all of the supporters that watch the
commenting.
clips, tell me that it looks amazing
Yeah.
and the lighting is good and all the little technical stuff. When y'all mention it, it matters to me. You know,
It
what I'm saying?
does. And
'Cause
when
I
y'all
work hard on this stuff.
Yes, Mr. Producer.
Mr. Producer definitely works
He wants all
hard.
his flowers.
No, it's not even much about me. It's about them. You know what I mean?
True.
Because
Yeah.
it's so much things for them to watch.
Yeah.
It's so much podcasts.
And they rock with
it's
us.
So much
They rock
shows.
with us,
And we have podcasts like 2 hours long, and they literally sit there and watch it.
Yeah. And we don't care that y'all break it up, okay? I break
Yeah.
up
Take our breaks.
I break up our 2-hour podcast,
Yeah.
okay? But I watch it at the end of the day.
And
So
that's
it's
why
like,
we have the clip pages.
and
now.
that's why we have the clip pages to give you guys just some samples of what we have, what we have. So
Mhm.
we appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for supporting us.
And we're also like interactive. So honestly, if y'all got something you want us to talk about, send it in. Write us.
Yeah.
We're there. We're here. We
Take a picture.
respond.
Tag us. Make sure you tag us because we love to repost. On our Instagram, Be Selfish Pod.
We're
And
growing,
if-
Sharrell.
Yeah.
Yes.
One thing I want to also add to you guys' manifestation, I guess our manifestations, we are a
Yes.
team,
Mhm.
is,
family.
going on other platforms. other
Yes, I
podcasts,
mentioned
and
that. For
sharing this
Sure.
love, man.
Yes, we
Sharing
will.
this
We
love.
definitely see ourselves going to join other people's platforms. And yeah, like the sky is not even the limit for what's to come
Yeah.
for us, for y'all. Like I pray that y'all are blessed. Whatever it is you want to be, I don't care if you want to just be a librarian.
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 Mm-hmm. Librarian.
Is that how you say it?
Yes, ma'am. Librarian.
Librarian?
Yep.
That just sounds weird. Okay,
'Cause we're
I
from
won't
the
go into it.
Caribbean.
Yeah, librarian.
a lot
I don't
of
care if
words
you want to
sound
just be a
weird in English.
librarian. Like, whatever you want to do it. If you are here, you have, as long as you
It's like
have
that
breath,
Shia
you have
LaBeouf,
options.
do it.
Imani always says it, and that's just what it is. So, as long as you have breath, you have options. So, do it, do it, do it. Okay. So, on that note, here we grow. Here we grow.
Here we grow. Here we grow.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye, y'all. Later.